And my triple cup, that's 2 times 2. Man, this shit dogging in the war time, so
you know I'm ballin', usual like Kobe.
But every single year, all these players say when you want to repeat, it gets harder every year. The Bulls finished with a worse record than they did the previous year, 57-25. Mike still does his shit, 32-7-6, 3 steals, 50%. They play against the Cavs again with their 3 All-Stars again on the same year. They beat them. And then we have the 93 series where Jordan got in the whole gambling thing when they were down 2-0 in the conference finals against the Knicks. And they come back and beat them because Jordan goes crazy. And then we're at team number 3, the Phoenix Suns, who had a better record than the Bulls, but that's just not even it. Because everyone just thinks they played Charles Barkley and that's it. I'm wearing his jersey right now just for the fuck of it, but one of the best power forwards in the league, right? Now, the 92 Suns had 53 wins and were a second-round team even before Barkley. And they just, you know what they did is they swapped their top scorer, Jeff Hornacek, for Charles Barkley, which is a big upgrade, I guess, in my opinion. I mean, Hornacek's a great player, but this is Barkley we're talking about. And he also had Thunder Dan, who, let me tell you about Dan Marley now, because no one knows about him. And in The Last Dance, they painted him out to be some average white guy. This was an all-defensive team guy. He could shoot the 3 in his time. He could get buckets on basically all levels. And he could dunk. He had bounce for a white dude. And then, of course, there's Kevin Johnson, who didn't make the All-Star team because he missed 30-plus games. And also, even if he were to make the All-Star team, or were to play all those games, look who he has to make it over. John Stockton, Tim Hardaway Sr., and guess who made it this year? Terry Porter. Look how it all comes back, right? Kevin Johnson, who, for a lot of people that don't know, 2 years later in Game 7 against Houston that they lost, but no one talks about it because once again they lost, he had 46 points and 10 assists. Do you know how ridiculous that is in a Game 7 in that era? And Charles Barkley let him down a bit. 18 points, 23 rebounds, and 5 assists. Those stats still sound nice, but once again, I watched the game. Charles Barkley didn't do what needed to win. But let's go back to 93. So KJ, Dan Marley, Charles Barkley, who won MVP, 3 All-Stars. But let's get to the bench, because guess who just moved to another championship contending team? Danny Ainge. 2 straight teams that made the finals, and he's on both of them. Coincidence? Oh, I don't know. And then we have Tom Chambers, who was just an All-Star 2 years prior, a 4-time All-Star, and was a reserve at this point, who still had that experience. And then we had Cedric Ceballos, who averaged 13 points off the bench, 2 years away from averaging 21 a game and dropping 50 in an NBA game for a playoff Lakers team known as the Lake Show. But nobody wants to talk about those guys because they don't fucking know any better. But Michael Jordan had a really easy route to win the finals, right? In the finals, he took his game to the next level to have to get through this team. 41 points, 8 rebounds, 8.5 actually, 6 assists. That's called pushing yourself to the limit right there. That's called a different level of willing to win. And